Hey guys, what's up? It's Zach back here again for Down South Racing, and today we got something pretty cool. So, as you all know, I've been talking about, I ordered some stuff from Lethal Performance for BMR suspension, and here today are my Billet aluminum vertical links with spherical bushings. Sorry, so we're gonna get the car jacked up. And we're gonna replace the stock ones. Only issue I had, I thought these were supposed to come with another bolt, and apparently they're not. They don't anymore, I guess, or whatever. So I'm just gonna reuse the stock hardware, but I believe you need a 15 and an 18mm socket. When I get there, if that's different, I will obviously correct myself, but I'm gonna jack the car up and get it on some jack stands for the rear end right here, pull the rear wheels off, and it's literally, if you don't know, you probably aren't watching this video, but vertical links are right behind your brake caliper. Obviously they look very similar to this, but the stock ones are pretty pitiful looking compared to these, and these look pretty awesome. So these are about as race car as you can get for these. These have the spherical bushings, so there should be no deflection with any rubber, Delrin, or any other kind of bushings. These are pretty much solid connections, so these should reduce wheel hop in just themselves, but obviously I got some other stuff I'll show you all here in just a little while. My other stuff came in too, well, not all, but a lot of other stuff, so we're gonna put those on, try to make a couple different videos out of it, but those are probably gonna require some help, so I'm gonna go back to my buddy Will's shop here in a day or two, and we will get on from there. But let's get started by jacking the car up and pulling the wheels off, and then go from there. Alright guys, so as you can see, got the car up on jack stands, got this wheel off, and if you didn't know before, this big metal rod right here is your vertical link. So mine are obviously stock, and basically this bolt down here on the bottom you just basically take out, and the bolt up on top is held in by this nut over here, so you have to hold both sides probably to get it out. But basically, other than that, you might have to take a little hammer, but one trick I have saw to use is to place your jack underneath the very bottom right here and lift it up a little bit so you can get them to align, because it seems to be very difficult for people to get the new vertical link to go back in if you don't do something like that. So that's my tip. All right guys, so I was right, 15 on the top up there, 18 on the bottom right there, and so I gotta find a wrench to hold this one on the back, and then we'll get going. Alright guys, so right here you should be able to see the difference. I mean, sorry that fell out, but just look at the thickness difference. I mean, you know, stamped steel versus billet aluminum. Obviously this is going to do a lot better job. It's a lot heavier weight. It just looks a lot better too. I mean, it's just broader, it's thicker, just like you want it, you know. Also guys, this bottom bolt gets torqued to 129 foot-pounds, and the top one is 80. Wait for the click. Already done that one, so it's at 80. Should be good to go. Alright guys, so one side down, obviously as you can see, it took me about 25 minutes to do one side. Obviously I was trying to follow the instructions and kind of had to go at my own pace a little bit. That thing really did not get aligned, so I kind of had to adjust my jack and such until I got it in there, and even at that point I had to kind of beat the top bolt back in there. So it got in there though, and I torqued them down all to spec, and everything looks pretty good, so can't complain there. And obviously, as you all can see, they look just incredible just sitting there. So I'm excited guys to get the rest of this stuff on and see how well all this stuff performs from BMR, because I know they make great products. Hopefully I put this on well enough, and obviously we'll double check back at Will's shop, but everything's torqued to spec, so at least shouldn't come off. It might just not be aligned properly, but we'll see. I hope I did a good job. Best advice I could give you all if you're trying to set your house, just, you know, have maybe someone with some mechanical knowledge or something, or, you know, do it yourself like me and try, and if you got more stuff to do, take it to your buddy's shop and let them check it. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get this other side done guys, and then I'll get back to you when everything's finished up. So alright guys, so the second one's on. I just got to torque them down, but of course it only took me about 10 minutes to do this one versus about 25 for the other one. For whatever reason, this one seemed to line up a lot better, and it literally just slid right in, so, you know, thank the Lord for that. But got that one on. Obviously, again, here is the stock one. Piece of crap, you know, and obviously you can see the difference in those right there versus that. So, you know, obviously a big improvement. So I'm really impressed with that. BMR's quality, fit, and finish is obviously just as good as anything else I've ever seen. So props to them. Thank you, Kelly Aiken. I spoke to him on the phone earlier. He gave me some tips, and so really appreciate it, man. You make a good product. The only thing left to do now is torque back down my wheels. Got everything on. Gotta put these sockets on right here, and we'll get her done. And then I'll take her on a drive and maybe take y'all with me, and we'll see how everything feels. Make sure everything feels good to go. Alright guys, so here is everything else. These are part of the 762 kit, along with those, and there's a big bag of screws and stuff over there. These are part of the CB005 kit, along with basically everything in there except for those little things. Those go with the 762 kit, but if you don't order the 762 kit, they come with the CB005 kit. So basically that's these, and these are subframe support system. This and the bushings and such in there are a cradle lockout level 2 kit. So hopefully with all that and the billet vertical links, and soon to come, as soon as in a few weeks, drag springs are on back order, the car will be able to leave a lot harder, and it will be prepared for some more horsepower if that ever comes our way. So, you know, it's not probably going to make a gigantic difference in terms of elapsed times at the track, but it's definitely going to help, and it's going to prevent things from breaking as well. So that's also a plus. Plus, no, sorry, I didn't mean to say plus twice in a row, but it will prepare us if we ever go boost or anything like that. So the car's rear end will be definitely solid, and it's going to look nasty on these drag springs whenever we get it because of the fat rear tire. It's going to cause it to rake forward so low. But if anybody for whatever reason is watching this and has any 17 by 4.5 Dark Star race stars, please hit me up. I would love to purchase them at a used price versus a brand new price. Had a guy offer me some 18 by 5 Dark Star, Drag Star, Race Star, whatever they are, for about $400. So if they're brand new as well. So if anybody would like to sell for somewhere around that for wheels only, obviously I would pay more for wheels and tires, but those need to go along with my radials that are currently in extra room over here because race season is almost upon us. So hopefully we'll get this installed in the next couple of days up at my buddy Will's shop. Other than that, the vertical links are in. Let's go test them. Also guys, one more thing. If you notice there, I have a stock marker light compared to this one over here, being a Diode Dynamics LED. That's because the Diode Dynamics one over here broke, and it was my own fault, but either way, that's there for now. I have to order another Diode Dynamics set not too long. Considering possibly even going smoked or clear this time just to switch things up. So we'll see, but just wanted to give that out there in case anyone noticed it in the video. So that's going to ignore my OCD until I get a new one, but oh well. Also, one more other thing. Torqued my wheels down to 150 foot-pounds this time because that's what they're supposed to be. I was only doing 110 before, but oh well. It made them a little easier to get off. Obviously, they hadn't been too big of an issue, so I just wanted to let everyone know that. If you didn't know that, that's what the spec on the S550 is 150 foot-pounds for the wheels. All right, guys, so cold start here for you all with the window down. If we can get a little gap in traffic right here, we might get on it a little bit, and I shall try to bring you all along for the ride, even though I kind of only have one hand since I got to put this giant camera with the other. But windows down, so you all should be able to hear. Traction control is all the way off. We'll get hopefully one good shift. Here we go. Okay, so actually it feels really solid. I don't know how well y'all can hear me, but that 2-3 shift feels really good. You know, obviously I've done a couple before, but you know, even the side-to-side motion of the car feels like it's pretty locked up, like the wheels don't want to jump around as much as they did before. But pretty impressed, guys, for just a couple $100 mod that took me about 30 minutes in total to install in my garage. That's, you know, that's pretty good. So plus, again, you know, longevity of the car is definitely going to be extended with this stuff. So let's get back home and I'll wrap this up. All right, guys, so we're back at home here. Let's see if we can get down here, maybe sneak a peek. Yeah, I can just barely see it in there, so I'm sure you all are probably very similar, but they appear to be pretty good. Nothing seems to have moved, so let's go check out the other side real quick. Make sure it's all good to go. And it's about the same as far as I can tell. Again, obviously can't see perfectly through there, but nothing appears to have moved. All the bushing seems to be still in the same place. Bolts seem to be good. Back of that top bolt seems to be good. I kind of got to stick my head up in here. Y'all can't really see it, but so I would call that a successful install, guys. Definitely does, you know, it's crazy to think, you know, from something like that you'd be able to tell a difference, but I didn't really notice a difference as far as like when I was just hitting it. I hit it real low at a real speed one time in first gear. Sorry, I can't talk, and it kind of kicked sideways. So obviously everything seems to be solid, but I could tell in the shifts, my car shifts so crazy hard. It's ridiculous, like compared to a stock 6R80. Every time my car goes from second to third at full throttle with traction control on, it cuts power. It literally, like, traction control has to kick in, otherwise the car will, like, you know, it's just weird. Even with it all the way off, it's still, you know, it's good to go then, but like it wasn't really doing that. It seemed to be like it kind of, it didn't let the car sink down as bad, I guess, and like lose traction. So I don't know, that's to me, you know, what I felt the biggest difference in. Obviously with a stickier tire, you know, wheel hop decreases anyway, so these tires do a pretty good job. My car doesn't have a crazy amount of wheel hop, but definitely seems to on the shifts, especially the 1, 2, and 2, 3. So that's the shifts I feel the most, at least as far as full bore. And this seems to have fixed a little bit of it. I hope the rest of the stuff that we can get on the next couple of days will fix the rest, or, you know, close to 99+% of it. So we'll just have to see. You know, that's just, you gotta test, install, test, rinse, repeat, you know how that goes if you're a car guy. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this quick little video. It's just something I wanted to do, give you all some insight on me installing some stuff here myself. The last 2 days I've completed 2 projects, so I'm pretty proud of myself. You know, I'm not one normally who does stuff like that, especially, you know, because I worry about screwing up so bad that I just normally just want someone who knows what they're doing to do it. But these last couple little projects are stuff that, you know, just about anyone can do, and so I'm learning. You know, like I said, I've been hanging out with some mechanics and stuff lately, and been kind of watching. You know, I can hold a conversation, we'll say the least. So who knows, maybe in the future we'll open up a shop. Be wild. But guys, once again, hope you enjoyed this video. We passed 4,500 subs, so thank you so much for the continued support. As far as this weekend goes, again, it's not looking good. They're giving rain for like the next 6 days down there, so I don't know. I just have to keep you all posted if we can go down to North Carolina and race or not, but hoping we get to. But I'm going to be ready either way, because I'm going to get this stuff put on in the next day or two to give me time to still be able to go down there and test all the stuff out on the drag strip. So what can you do? I mean, you know, Mother Nature, you can't really change much about her, but I just wish, you know, maybe it wouldn't rain just that one day, please. So if you pray that it doesn't rain, I guess. But anyways, guys, that's about it for today's video. Once again, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a great day. Until next time, peace out.